We ain't even get into it really. The hardest part about being a successful black man.
Oh, we didn't get into that at all, actually.
Uh,
So, the hardest part about being a successful black man, I'm gonna tell you this from my perspective. The hardest part about being a successful black man is the amount of damn if you do, damn if you don't that you have to face, especially when it's coming with dealing with your own people. Because you want to help as many as you can, as much as you can. But the help is often overly criticized. And it gets disheartening. You're constantly asking yourself, is it worth it? You know? And then on top of that, you're putting your neck on the line for your own career aspirations, for your own career ambitions. And it's like, damn, but if you don't do it, it's not gonna sit right with you. And, people, somebody find out and say you're not right for it or whatever. And yeah, it's a damn if you don't do, damn if you don't thing. Like people think that success is, oh, you get to buy a lot of stuff and go and travel a lot and live a happy life and you have a lot of peace and tranquility. No, motherfucker. Like it's constant work, it's constant growth, it's constant, man. Like it's not it's just not it's not an Instagram post in front of a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody said it the other day. People are quick to complain about your results, about what they see you doing and accomplishing, but they don't ever take just a minute to look at the struggle that you had to go through and are going through to maintain that. So that's why I would say for me the part about being a successful black man is having to be prepared to deal with the damn if you do, damn if you don't. That's what I would say.
it's very difficult for black men to meet these compatible women because what you find is even with the educated ones, you got traits that society tells women that are valuable. Go get your bag, go be educated. You could be a great entrepreneur. You could be a great mom. It tells you to want a man, but not need a man. And so you don't value the characteristics of companionship like you value the characteristics of being a mother or a businesswoman or an
Well,
educated
well,
person.
well most black women, because me and you predominantly date black women. Well, about to be married now, so that's over. But um, black women, like all women, aren't, when they're told to be ambitious and they get that, independence installed in them to go after their goals, which is great. They are told to go after their goals with the mindset of to do for, themselves or even maybe want to help their community, you know, um, which is vastly different from why men go after our goals, which is more so to be able to provide for our family one day. Unless she might be a mother, so it might be to take care of her kids, but it's never said, it's never to take care of the whole family unit, the man included, the kids included, all in the household, to be a leader of the family. That's not the mentality most black women don't have going to pursue, their ambitions. Compared to black men, we are to be the providers, right? And so we always have that in near the forefront of our mind, is to go after and obtain the greatest wealth and power and influence that we can, to be able to provide better for our families. That's everybody that's living in this household, and even extended families, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our siblings, so our cousins, whoever. And so that's the different totality. That's the different mentality that I see play out when it comes to Black successful men being paired with Black successful women. Is that, like you said, the companionship method. And it's funny because I watched Esther Burrell talk about that today, and I know this ain't a relationship topic, so I don't want to get too heavy on that side. But I see what you're saying, and I just want the people watching and listening in to kind of get a better grasp of what it's like being a successful Black man. Like it's not gravy, it's not easy. It may look cool, it may look good, it may look like it's comfortable, convenient, but it's constant battles. It's constant battles at work. It's constant battles in your business. It's
Shit.
constant battles at home. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. Like
Yeah.
you have to go through these woes with your people. With it's hard to find just a peace of mind. That's the greatest thing I think that we try to look for. I think that's why we do our cigars, is because we get to just sit back and be nothing to nobody and just and enjoy some peace and quiet, or listen to whatever our favorite podcast is, or whatever music is, catch up on our personal, get back to the joyful, boyish childhood treasures that were once lost. That we get those 2-hour moments to ourselves, to not be anything of a highly responsible figure to anybody. So that's what it's.
Yeah. I think that we take on so much pressure as a successful Black man, especially because I remember I was told by a woman, she said, I take on the lead every day at work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that at home. And she said it, and I respected it. But what she was missing is, if I, as an educated Black man in a professional setting, do the exact same things as you, do you not consider that I might not want to take all of the responsibility?
I'm telling you, they think
no matter how small it is,
no matter.
it's a burden to, and don't think that our pride does not allow. Like, our pride is there, but don't think that exhaustion don't set in.
I'm telling you,
because if I'm married and if I have children, I got to plan for me. I got to plan for my wife. I got to plan for my kids. In this situation, I got to plan for
everybody's
my
goals
sister.
has to be considered and taken into account.
And the part of success that people understand but don't really understand is, for me and you, we first generation success, right?
That's a fact, niggas.
So we might have uncles and aunts that are successful, but that don't touch us. So that means you got 2 siblings on your mom's side. And you the oldest. There's a sense of responsibility for you to, if they get into a quarrel or an issue, you got your grandma who, and I'm not talking about yours, but mine's and the Black experience. Yeah. You got your grandma who probably broke. You got your mom that's probably broke. You got your siblings that's probably broke, and then you got your kid that's dependent on you. So in that situation, as a successful Black man, and me being a college educated from person and having a master's degree, they look at me and they say, oh, well, my sister, she 18. She don't know how the world works. My brother 25. My grandma, and they when you're the only person that has resources, that you feel a sense of obligation to your family.
That's a fact.
You feel a sense of community with your family. In my case, I see myself as a resource. So I want to naturally help my family be where I'm at. And the desire that I have, I cannot, now that I have a family, I can't put my desire for wanting to help everybody else in front of my family.
Right.
But I also don't want to see my brother sink. I don't want to see my grandma sink. I don't want to see my sister sink. And all of these things on your shoulder. So I got to manage. And being a mature person, I got to manage my son. He's 7. Excuse me. My son's 7. I got to think about 17 for him. Because if I don't, then I'm thinking about it in an impoverished manner. I'm thinking about it in survival mode. And because I've moved out of financial space where I'm not just in survival mode, I can help him do better than I was at his age.